Hey, kia ora. Today we're going to be looking at how to give slack on a GriGri belay device. So a few differences compared to an ATC, and there's kind of three main ways in which we can give slack to our climber when using a GriGri device. So the first one is just similar to an ATC device, where having one hand back here, and I've got my top hand here, and I'm just paying it out, okay? And so as I do this, I just want to be nice and gentle. And some things that I want to think about with this as well is that when I'm doing this, I'm not pulling with this top hand. If I pull with this, that's what engages that rope and it makes it quite clunky. Other things as well is that I'm keeping my hand nice and low and doing big payout stretches there. Yeah. So what I'm avoiding doing is lots of little ones because then that can get clunky as well. Cool, so starting there and paying out as well. When I do this, I like to try to keep my hand below this device at all times. And so you can see it staying below. And what I'm trying to avoid doing is coming up nice and high and feeding into like this. So this is a method you can use. But the issue with this is that if you go back to an ATC and you try this method, then it's not going to end very well. Cool, so hand down there. The second way is what we call a cam block. Okay, and so the way this device works is that when it gets pressure, this cam engages, and that's what stops this rope coming through. And so what this method's going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to stop this cam engaging so that's a free-flowing device. Right? And the way that I do that is I make a little pistol. Yeah, and I hold the hand, you probably can't see that, but with 3 fingers, and I've got 1 finger there. And so what happens is that I put that 1 finger comes under the slip here. Yeah, 3 fingers on the rope. And that comes over the cam like that. And I've just got my thumb on the top of that cam. And so the idea is that when I pull rope through, like this, okay, I'm stopping that cam from engaging with my thumb. Right? And then if anything was to happen, yeah, I've got that hand on that rope. It's really easy for me to engage. A couple of methods that we don't want to use with this is we don't want to be holding the device like, I've got to do it now, like this, okay? And the reason for that is because if we got our whole weight on that cam, then if someone was to fall, it's just going to slip through. Yeah, where if we just have that finger and that thumb, if someone was to shock load it, shock load it. Yeah, our instinct is to come in like that, to grab onto it like so. Cool. Also, really important too that we always keep a hand on this rope. So these devices are what we call a brake assist device, but if we take rope in slowly, as you can see, so if we pull that rope there, yeah, it will keep feeding if we take our hands off it until it gets to a twisty part of the rope. So always important to keep holding that. Cool. Third method is to just step into the wall. Yeah, so if we need to give slack out quickly, if we come in, yeah, we create a whole bunch of slack for our climber as well. Cool. So that's 3 methods. When I'm belaying, I like to mix them up. So generally this is my method that I like to use the majority of the time. If I need to give rope, I step on in. Yeah. And then if I need to get lots of rope up in the person or it's a standard cam, then I go for that method there if I need to give out rope really quickly. Cool. Awesome.